Saudi Arabia has been making massive and controversial investments in international sports like golf, football, and boxing in recent years to try and improve its image abroad and diversify its economy beyond oil. Now the kingdom has set its sight on MMA, announcing it has purchased a stake in the Professional Fighters League promotion and will be investing in a new PFL regional league in the Middle East and North Africa. Let's jump into the details on the Saudi investment in the PFL. The investment is coming from the country's sovereign wealth fund called the Public Investment Fund. It has created a new subsidiary called SRJ Sports Investments to make this deal happen. The amount invested in PFL is reported to be around $100 million, though the exact financial details are still unclear. In return, the SRJ will get a minor equity ownership stake in the PFL's promotion and a seat on the board of directors. Part of this investment will fund PFL's planned new regional league called PFL MENA, targeted to launch in 2024, covering the Middle East and North Africa. Saudi Arabia also intends to host and finance a substantial number of PFL pay-per-view events in the country over time. Let's take a look at what Saudi Arabia has already been doing to grow its ties to combat sports. PFL's biggest new signing, yeah, you guessed it, Francis Ngannou, already has direct Saudi ties even before this deal was signed. Ngannou has a major crossover boxing match scheduled against Tyson Fury in Saudi Arabia this October. The country has been doing this for years, spending huge sums of money to host high-profile boxing fights in the country. Now with the PFL's investment, Saudi Arabia seems intent on replicating this model with MMA and hosting major PFL events. Let's take a look at PFL's finances and their expansion plans. The Saudi cash injection comes at a time when PFL has been spending heavily and losing money at a rapid expansion pace. Leaked financials show that the PFL lost an estimated $46.7 million in 2021 alone, while revenues were only at $10.1 million for that year, losing over $30 million. The losses stem from huge upfront costs like the $1 million season prizes per weight class, plus signing bonuses for free agents. PFL will likely use Saudi funding to further expansion plans like signing stars, international leagues, and more major super fights. Now let's take a look at accusations of sports washing in Saudi Arabia. Critics have accused Saudi Arabia's massive sports investments as an attempt at sports washing, whitewashing its controversial human rights record. But Saudi officials firmly deny this claim, asserting these deals are about economically diversifying beyond oil and boosting tourism. Saudi Arabia typically includes non-disparagement clauses in sports deals to prevent criticism of the country. Participants are legally barred from saying anything negative about Saudi Arabia's reputation or conduct. Disparagement clauses are seen as a way to silence detractors and prevent tarnishing the intended positive PR from these investments. Nonetheless, controversy around the kingdom's motives seems inevitable given its history of alleged human rights abuses. The non-disparagement clauses, in particular, have fueled accusations of sports washing by contractually blocking negative publicity. This new deal sees Saudi Arabia expanding its sports ties into MMA and the PFL as their next major investment. Debates around sports washing and the kingdom's intentions will likely continue, but the influx of Saudi funding could be a game changer that fuels PFL's intended global growth and regional expansion plans, maybe giving them the financial boost they need to truly compete with the UFC. Or will they just buy Bellator?